Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. It is Monday and we are trading some options in our traditional IRA account. Again, this is my small account. I try to showcase some plays, willing stocks in and out, and how I am making it profitable long term. So let's take a look at the day. Well, CleanSpark is absolutely on a ripper today. So we're up $432 or 6.12% for the week, up almost 10% for the month, up $472. 3 months up $2,934 or 64.31%. And all time, we came back and we are up 41.32%, which is pretty much what we were a year ago when we started this account. Again, we started this account last year. I transferred some money in here through the Weiss IRA back in February 2023. And we have built this account by about 41% since then. And what are we doing? Well, we just will into stocks, we will out of stocks, and we try to secure profits quickly. And we try to reduce risk. So, well, what happened to the account? You could see the steady rise. And then we got to sign some TSLL, which is a leverage fund on Tesla. It switched from a 1.5x to a 2x leverage. And Tesla, as you know, kept going down. And the account continued to go down. We continued to make call premium each and every single week. We ended up cutting some of the Tesla. And we got it back into wheeling and dealing some miners. And yeah, so far so good. So up 42% all time. Buying power 925, really high. And the reason is because I ended up selling some odd lots this morning on this CleanSpark pump. So let's go over it. It's been about a month since we have talked about the account, a month since we have talked about the trades. I have not had a whole lot of time in order to make a YouTube video on this each and every single week. So I figured it's time. Let's get an update on the small account and let's show what we've been doing. Contributions for the year in this one, 1,225. Robinhood gave us a free $36.75 for adding that in here. And right now, on Friday, I rolled this CleanSpark call out. It is currently getting absolutely wrecked, down 579%. But you have to remember, for me, I sold it above my cost. So my full intention was to get out of the stock. And we've seen CleanSpark before. It can be $18.50 on Monday and then back down to $50 on Friday. Or 15 on Friday. So I'm not too worried about this. If the shares get called, wonderful. Then we are back to cash and we complete another will cycle. We have done that multiple times in the last couple of months and we want to do it again. And that's why I sold it really aggressive on Friday. Obviously, Bitcoin had a really good weekend. We went from the 58s up to, almost $64,000. And so the stock is pumping as of today, right? So we did a short call roll. We rolled it. We closed our ones on Friday, the 17 calls for 0.01. We sold 4 of the 16.5 calls for $29 a contract, and we received $112 to do that, which is, I think, 1.7, 1.8% return on our money for the week if they get called away, and we are okay with that. So let's take a look at CleanSpark, and let's take a look at what we've been doing in the account, right? Right now we have 402 shares available. We're up $757 on the position, and we did have more this morning, but we sold them out. So let's jump down into the history. Let's take a look at it, and then we will look at the spreadsheet as well, just because I want to be fully transparent here. And let's go to the traditional IRA on this one, and let's take a look. So this morning I decided to sell some CleanSpark shares. We sold 50 shares. We sold them at $17.28, and we booked a nice healthy profit, almost $1 per share on this. So we booked, $30 or $40 on the trade. And the reason why I did it is because we got back to cash. This stock goes from 15 to 17, back to 15 all the time. Could it continue to go up from here? Yeah, but it could have continued to go down. I've seen it happen multiple times before. So I locked in the profits because this is a small account. And having that cash ready to go if we get another dip is always helpful, especially if I'm going to be wheeling out of the shares this week, which it seems like as of right now I will be. I want to have the cash available in case I choose another stock, which is what I may do. We might trade another miner. We might trade another stock. We will see, depending on if we get called away. So you can see I've obviously been buying CleanSpark on the dips. This was just a few days ago, back on July 12th. I bought 7 shares at $15.42. Which as of right now, that's $3 a share difference over just a couple of days. So we bought some shares there. We bought some more shares here at $15.24. We bought some more shares here at $15.75. So you can see I just kept buying more and more shares on the dip. This one's at $15.86. So all these are sub 16. You just saw we sold some odd lots in the 17s, and right now it's in the 18s. So this really helps. This is when we got assigned the shares back on June 28th. So this was $6,600. The price of CleanSpark at this time was $15.95, and we got assigned at the $16.5, and then we started willing, right? So we got assigned on the 28th. We got paid $148 this week. We got paid $140 the next week, and then $112 this week on the roll, right? So a couple $100 there in call premium, and then we obviously averaged our lower cost as we bought more and more shares. So that's where we're looking at CleanSpark. It's looking really good. I hope all of these get called away, and then what we'll do is we'll come in here and we'll sell a cash secured put, and we'll try to get either the shares back on this or something else. So that's the account, up 41%. A really good day today, obviously up quite a bit, and it's cool to see this account at $7,500 and continue climbing, right? I mean, if you look at the start, this is a $5,000 account, and that's why I started to just showcase some smaller plays, and slowly and steadily we continue to rise the account, and I mean, we're getting close to where we could be doubling this account by the end of the year. So we're just going to keep trading, and we're going to keep willing and dealing and booking the profits, and minimizing the risk where we can. So we have lots of buying power available. But let's jump into the spreadsheet. Let's take a look at it, and let's see. So I marked this here. This is the last time I updated the account, back on line 32 on June 10th. We obviously have made a lot of trades since then. We have the same lot that we got assigned that we went over, and you can see we're doing 400, 400, 400 every single week. And these are just the calls, right? So we sold some calls here at the $16.50. We sold some puts here at the $16.50 after we got called away. And we booked some profit there on that wheel. We booked $216 on the profit there. And then we got assigned right back at the exact same strike at the $16.50. We sold calls at the 17 and then back at the $16.50 here. And we are going to get called away this week. We'll book a couple $100, or we'll book I don't know, $100 or so in appreciation. And then you can obviously see here we had a trade profit. I sold those 50 shares this morning. That profited us $43.50, which maybe not sound like a lot, but on a small account, that's a nice little bag. So we collected that, we booked that profit, and we put it in the bank. So that's where we're sitting as of right now. And let's take a look at the numbers up here. CleanSpark so far this since I've been tracking on this spreadsheet has made us $1,203. Right at $135, TSL $221, and trade profit is sitting at $986.50. When you're willing a stock, this is a big part of the trades. Obviously, you're collecting on the cash secured put side, you're collecting on the covered call side, but you also are collecting on the trade profit side, right? So you can pull this up here and see where that money came from, the $986. Well, this is where it is, and this is our month, right? So we have $348. What's going on here? We have $348 on April that was made wheeling and dealing. So that's on the capital gains. May, $379 on capital gains. June, $216 on capital gains. And then July so far, just the $43.50 on the odd lots. If CleanSpark is above our strike price on Friday, then we'll sell those shares and we'll add some more cap gains there as well. But not too bad. I mean, on a $6,500 account to $7,000 account, we're averaging, a pretty good amount. If I were to select this, it's kind of hard to do on an iPad, but the average is $290.86 per month. So not too bad of a return, and we just keep building, right? So over $2,000 for the year in premium that we've made, and then almost $1,000 in wheel cap gains. So $3,000 return to account. I mean, this account was, what, $6,000 at the start of the year, $5,000 at the start of the year. So really, really, really good returns. And I love showcasing out a wheel, especially on small accounts, because you have to trade it a little bit differently, because you don't have a bunch of money where you're just where you can average down significantly or you can diversify. You kind of have to trade a little bit different. So that's why I love showcasing this. That's why I show this account. Hopefully I can get back to the regular weekly trades. Sometimes it's just a little hard on this one when I'm just making one trade a week. To showcase it and make a whole YouTube video around it. So that's the update for the account this week. That's the update for the account for the actual month. And so far, so good on the small account. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. But thank you, everybody, as always, for tuning in. I know a bunch of people have asked for me to post a video on how the small account's doing. Here it is. Don't forget to drop a like, as always. Happy investing, and we'll catch you next time.